Country road, take me
Now
home
we go from grime to country
to place.
John Denver.
Country road.
We're not gonna butcher the immaculate words of John Denver.
No,
I'm
I'm not. You're not doing that.
How do we get here? Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road.
I ain't even walk in with my dick out. Wow, 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 wow. Are you gonna study this?
What?
I ain't even walked in with my tool out. It sounds like you're doing research right now.
Nah, I just kept watching the video because her ass was nice.
Look at that. I ain't even walked in with my tool out. It's getting too loud. Should I wait till I crack it open?
It's up to you.
Well, get your bitch ass ready, nigga. I don't like you on the phone. You still low energy. You better man up, nigga. Niggas die every day, B. You be alright.
The fuck is this? Oh, that looks absolutely disgusting. You're
What? I'm
an idiot.
I won't argue that. Bitch.
Okay, so do you not want me to give you?
I got a bottle opener of my own. If you want to act like that, you could help. You could give me the solution now.
Just
Damn it! Now this key ring is all fucked up.
yeah. Look at you. Nonsense.
And I actually like this key ring. This was one of my favorite key rings on this key.
Oh wow.
Connected to these key rings.
I have one. That's it.
Because you have your life in order. I have
Why do you have 6? That's way too many keys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
way too many
6,
keys.
7, 8, 9. 9 key rings on my keys. And this is literally a contraption made so that I don't lose my keys, man.
Just 3 total, and I don't even really need this one. This one is literally just here for Gap purposes.
I respect it.
This is just so that I can attach both of them.
Yeah, these right here are all for Gap purposes.
No, look, this is, and I say Gap purposes, is more so I can attach like my main keys to it, and then if I ever really need to, I can attach this to it and easily unattach it.
Hey, listen, man, I'm a hoarder. I need to give up. I need to like learn to let go. And
I do actually need like a keychain that is a keychain though.
Clearly, I have 7 key rings to prove that I just can't let go.
I need to like melt this together somehow. All right, let's try it.
Nah, boo, yo, I want everyone to just
Fuck
boo
it.
this man next time you see him. Boo this man.
Fuck it.
He wants. Oh, he's starting a fire in my home.
We're gonna do it now.
Okay, MacGyver.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh,
Let's
fuck,
see
I
this.
ruined it.
You ruined it.
You're
ruining it.
mate. Ruining it.
Well, no,
ruining it.
You're not ruining it right now. You ruined it.
You're ruining it, bro. Read my lips. You're ruining it. Nah, I don't.
Yo,
think
I keep it a bug. Like, I have a weird obsession with the UK and stuff like that. Like, you remember the Man's Not Hot guy? Like, I was one of those niggas who was like watching every video.
I mean, I have an obsession with them, but it's different. Like, I actually listen to UK music.
I do too.
Like,
People
very
actually clown me
frequently.
for that, which is the weird thing. Like, how do y'all do know all the like New York drill you listen to is like literally like 5-year-old UK
Grime.
drill beats?
No, it's grime. It's not even drill. The UK has grown beyond the normal idea of drill, and they have 2 scenes for drill. They have the commercial, poppy, like more radio style drill like that we have here.
Yeah.
And then they have something called grime.
Is grime the one where they be saying
Where
shit
they
like,
just be
"I got
saying
AIDS.
hot shit.
It's the page.
No, grime. Yeah, basically,
Yeah,
like
they be-
grime.
oh,
They
yeah,
be saying
yeah.
the hot shit.
They be
Grime
saying
is like
bullshit.
Like my favorite personal.
Flow so sick like AIDS.
My favorite personal
some get
like
break.
UK artist is Stormzy, and not because he's the most popular. Like I've been watching him since he was doing like He was doing like little shit where he would like just rap in front of like groups of people.
Yeah, I love that shit. What's that?
He's just like in his hood, and it's like everybody
Shut
behind
up.
him. Yes, shut up.
Shut up.
Please shut up, bro. He was going crazy,
Shut
bro.
up. If your mind's not, then shut up.
Bro, Stormzy was going crazy. So like I would see those, and then I just started following his career.
I was always a big Skepta fan.
Skepta's cool.
I've always been like, literally, as soon as
Skepta's
this
cool.
nigga, as soon as he did one thing with ASAP Rocky, and I forget what it was.
I'm halfway there, by the way, on making this work.
Country road, take me home.
How we go from grime to country
to
to
place
John Denver, really?
where I belong, West Virginia. I forget this part.
Mountain Mama.
Can't take me home.
All right, come on.
Country
We're not
road.
gonna butcher the immaculate words of John Denver, okay?
Honestly.
So we're gonna do this, and we're
Nah,
gonna do it right. You ready?
Oh, I see. Nah, all right, keep going. Do it. Fuck it. I'll sing with you.
Ready? You ready?
Okay. Do. Take me home. Wait, what?
I was gonna start from the beginning. Almost.
No, I'm not. You're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not about to do an hour.
Take me home, country road, to the place where I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road.
Woo! I don't think niggas understand how great music like that is.
Yo, John Denver made a fire song.
I want all black people to understand, but like everything was stolen from us. So remember, folk music was us. Go find some folk music that really speaks to your soul. That shit is really good.
Who's calling me? Oh, it's Kirk Dollars. Yo.
Oh wait, hold up.
Yo, you have a tiny wrench I could borrow for 2 seconds?
I'm not at the crib right now. I can see if Jaden's still in the crib.
All right, let me know. I just gotta turn on this little pipe for this for the washing machine.
I got you. I will give you a call. I'm in the middle of doing the pod right now and shit.
You want to say hi, Kirk?
All right, cool. Huh? What's good, Big Reese?
Yeah, I'm doing the pod. We doing the pod right now.
You want to say hi to everybody else listening?
I got you. You want to say hello?
Huh?
You want to say hello to the pod? I mean, they could kind of
Yeah,
probably
they kind of
hear
already
you a little
hear
bit.
you. If anyone has a wrench in the next 5 days to give to my guy, you want to hit him over a wrench when I post this?
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you back.
Breaking the fourth barrier or
I
whatever
got
they
you.
call that shit.
The fourth wall.
The fourth wall and the nerd wall.
Fourth wall.
The shit that y'all think is really cool.
No, it's not that. It's just first off, breaking the fourth wall is extremely corny and cliche.
Very.
The only people or the only person that I have seen do it
flex.
do it extremely well, at least like in recent knowledge, because I'm sure there's more than I can like name off the top of my head. Deadpool does an amazingly good job of it. Like it just fits his character design.
I don't know any other movie where they're breaking the fourth wall.
No,
like
there's a
that.
couple. There's
Other
like
than,
there's
didn't they do that in Scott and Ramona?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a couple movies where, like, you have those instances. Like, even certain times in Pulp Fiction, you can feel like they're interacting more with you out in the
Yeah, than the person
audience
straight ahead,
than the
yeah.
person that they're acting with. So it's
Divine intervention. This is divine intervention.
like there's certain times, like, and just based on like the scene, like even when he's like, "Say what again?" It's just the shot of his face, and like you're looking at right
directly
at
at
him.
it,
So
yeah.
it's like in a way you're breaking that like that barrier almost fully. You know what I
Since
mean?
we're
It's
on-
not as clear cut as it is in Deadpool, at least in my interpretation.
Since you brought up Pulp Fiction, keep it a buck. How'd you feel at that? Like right after that scene, like during that scene, right when it's like you go through that heated argument and then, wow, this nigga's not. I forgot. What do you do? Like sneezes some shit and just shot the nigga in the brain?
Yeah, they just shot him because they thought that it was cool to disrespect Marcellus.
No. You're bugging. He didn't shoot him for. He accidentally shot Son in the head, bro. He didn't shoot Son in the head because he
Nigga
said
was,
something.
as I'm
about
saying.
Marcellus.
No, I'm just saying
He's-
that the whole general purpose was because they went there because the nigga disrespected Marcellus while he's white.
That movie is so crazy.
That
bro.
was the whole point. They went there because Marcellus had a bone to pick. They went really just to
You ever
kind of
heard-
handle things, and then the nigga moved, so we shot him.
The whole movie. That movie was crazy. I'm not going to even lie. I'm not even about to act like I know what the fuck that movie's about, man. I
It's-
watched it like 7 times and I'm just like,
So
it's a
like,
bunch of cool guys doing cool shit.
I tell everybody that like Pulp Fiction is my personal favorite movie. It's the movie I've probably seen the most times. I probably watched it at least like 50 or 60 times. But the interesting thing about the movie is
You
you get
a
so
TikTok and you doing the John Travolta dance.
who me?
Yeah, I'll
do
dress
it
as
one
Uma
time.
Thurman.
I'll do it one time. Just 'cause I'm down. I used to love Grease. John, that was my guy.
Nasty. That move is yo. It is so Every time I see that shit, I'm like, that is a dirty move right there. That nigga
But
is
like, yeah, the point I like make about the movie is every time you watch it, you'll find something different. Like every time you watch it, I can't answer this right now. Too many calls right now. Can't.
Yeah, niggas is active. Why niggas always want to talk to you?
Niggas never want to talk to me when I actually feel like talking.
I was about to say, no one really wants to talk to you. Niggas is calling you to just be like, hey, why you ain't do that shit for me? Nigga, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate. I'm not even joking. I was just that's literally how it goes.
I think something I've learned in like just like the process of life is that you're not always gonna be viewed the way you want people to see you. They're not always gonna value you the way that you distinctly think that you should be valued.
So I
And-
always put my worst foot forward.
And
Continue.
part of that comes from like your own expectation of the world, which is wrong. Like that is completely wrong. Like so, in a sense, it's your own fault. And I
mean,
know
you
that sounds
gotta
weird.
Speak
Like
for yourself, but
in a sense, it's your own fault to a degree because it's like you want to see the good in the world. You have this expectation of how the world is supposed to be because everybody does. And it's different for every individual. So, but like at a baseline, everyone has like a view of how the world is supposed to treat them for the most part. So when you have something go wrong, like the biggest shock in all of that isn't that the things actually went wrong, that people saw you the wrong way, or that they didn't express the things that like you like were in front of them. Is that they didn't express them the way that you would have deemed fitting, that you would have been receptive of.
All right. I almost
So,
got
like-
lost real quick.
So like the bigger, like again, I make the point to say it's like a lot of times you won't realize that you're putting an onus on people and you're holding them to an accord based on your expectation of how the world is supposed to treat you. And based on that, you are going to get like really mixed and varied results person to person, because instead of just going into the situations or taking them for what they are and reading them at like baseline face value, like you're going to look for like, oh, well, it's supposed to be this way, or it's supposed to be this way, or I expect it to be this way.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna break this down and I'm gonna give it just a little secret question because I know you know the answer to this. And like, if you know the answer to this, feel free to hit me up on the gram, hit Keys up on the gram too, and just give us the answer. This is gonna be an insider, but this is really not an insider because if you were raised in America, I believe, at least I believe, or raised by like good people, then you know the answer to this question. And the question is, what is the golden rule? And I think well over 60% of society does not know what the fuck the golden rule is.
Probably not.
Never even heard of it, probably.
But again, like that sense of understanding
Is an expectation.
Is an expectation.
Yeah. No, I feel you. That's why I brought it up.
So
'Cause
like,
the thing is, I always assume I believe in the golden rule because I was taught the golden rule and I see the benefits in it. But other people, I don't even think they've even heard of it. And even if they do, they go, well, greed, basically. It's greed. Why would I follow the golden rule to take less when I can just be more selfish and take it all?
and then again, like that's just like our view of it. That's your expectation.
But I don't see how that could be an
And-
expectation or a view when it's just how the cookie crumbles every time. It's either you
So,
follow the golden rule or you don't follow the golden rule.
No, so perspective is, so hindsight is 2020, and perspective is like the root of all evils in my real opinion. Like if you have the wrong perspective of any situation, it's not gonna go your way.
I can take accountability in the
So-
sense of like
so now-
I was viewing the situation
So like
or
now-
expecting like getting expectations and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, because I don't want you to go too far into like
Yeah.
the deep. So I understand that the onus and having accountability for like at the end of the day, I chose to be where I'm at. I chose to deal with what I deal with. You get what I'm saying? But it's unfortunate that like for me, I've said it on the first podcast. I'll let you motherfuckers be who the fuck you want to be until the point where I just can't take it no more and I disappear. Because I don't owe anybody anything. I make sure I move that way. There's no one gonna call me and be like, well, nigga, you can't do this because you gotta know, sorry, Bob.
Well, yeah, that's again, and that comes from like your growth and whatever you choose to do to kind of protect yourself from those situations. As you should. You're more than entitled to do that. Everyone's, responsible for themselves to that degree to be like, all right, if this isn't for me or this is harming me in some way, or I just don't like this or I want to deal with this, it's time for me to move forward or move on. And that's what the personal responsibility really lies with the person in every situation. Like no matter how it goes, the personal responsibility at the end of the day is going to lie with you, whether or not you choose to tolerate it or, eliminate it. And then like more so on the angle of perspective, like for you, like you see what people are doing to you, the way that it affects you based on the things that you would have wanted or thought were supposed to happen based on whatever circumstances that were presented. However, the other person has their perspective of what you may or may not do to them. Now, I'm not saying that they equate, and I'm not saying that necessarily that either one person is right or wrong, but it's just that
I try to dabble or like partake in fair practice, fair business, fair everything. I try to be fair, even in a world where life is not fair, and I understand that. I don't expect the next man to do what I do, but what I do expect is for you to be a fucking man. If you say something, do it. Stand on it. That's it. If I understand people have expectations and things don't always fall through, but there's a way to handle certain things when that does happen. Shit like that persists. And there's a way to not handle it.
And that's also based on like, so again, and that's based on the individual you are. And that's why I think this is such such a tough like thing to really like go over, because everybody has a perspective.
I see what you're saying.
And everybody has like a thing.
But you gotta understand, like, there's some perspectives that are literally stifling growth in the community. And this is the thing. If you're stifling growth, that means you're holding people back. If you're holding us back, you're making it harder for us to put food on plates for our family. Making it harder for us to be happy amongst the people we want to be happy on, to enjoy life as for what it is. If you're doing that, then you are fucked. You're evil. You don't need to be around. You don't need people around you because you're only ruining them. You're literally biting off of them, stealing their energy, stealing their fucking creativity, stealing their fucking their love, their happiness, nigga, stealing their empathy. Because some people have no idea what empathy is. You get what I'm saying? And this is coming. This is coming from somebody who's. I don't know if I can be sympathetic or empathetic, but sometimes I do. I like, you know what I mean. Sometimes I feel bad, but a lot of times I go, you know what? It's not my problem.
And then, so all right, even with just that, like I was gonna interrupt, but I was just trying to let you get like the thought off. Hear everything you're saying, like with some people just don't think about others, and then, but in that whole thing, think about what you were taught. Like,
I get that.
You were taught to not just to, again, you speak about the golden rule and all the things that it holds.
Some of you niggas have terrible parents, and it shows.
How it holds value to you. It's not just that it holds
was
value
raised
to
evilly. It's just all that.
And not that it just holds value to you in that way. It holds value to you beyond, because you see the greater purpose that it could serve if so many more people bought into it.
For real.
But in that same like duality, there's so many people who buy into the idea that it's like, no one's coming to help me, so I'm not going to fucking help anybody else, and I'm going to do everything it takes to get where I need to go to take care of mine. Now, again, is there flaws on that side? Absolutely. Is there flaws on the other side where like everyone should love, be happy, and be good to each other? Absolutely, I think. I don't think there's a real perfect meeting. That's why I say I think it's really hard, but I definitely get your point, and it's a very good one. Like, there is much more cruelty, in a sense, going around, especially now, than there, like, I think ever has been. Like, it's become so much more like of a world where it's really dog eat dog. Like, I'm going to do whatever it takes
Mhm.
to get where I need to go. I don't care who I step on, when I step on them, and how they feel about it. As long as I get where I need to go, there's going to be somebody who's with me. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody who sees what I'm doing and that's going to want to be a part of it. And I'd rather have that than the people I step on or feel away. And like, I think that's what some people also look at, like for the long term. It's like, yo, I'm going to step on all these people, or I'm going to do all these things. But when I get where I'm supposed to be, or where I'm planning on being, I'm going to have mine with me. You know what I'm saying? My family, whoever it is.
But that's the thing.
My family,
I argue that
whoever
because if you have that mentality, who's to say you wouldn't step on your fucking loved ones? And I know people
and they
that
might,
do that.
and they might. And,
So
and
it's like you can continue to have that mentality, but guess what? You're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna have absolutely no fucking body around you.
But then, and that's why I said, are there flaws on both sides? Absolutely. But again, there's still people who are gonna buy into it. You're never gonna be completely out. Because if you get to a point,
if you ask me, that mentality is based in real greed, savagery. It's a survival tactic. It's a level that it's a level of thinking that honestly we've evolved out of. This is some bullshit. It's a bullshit. I don't care what you say, bro. It's a level of thinking that you only get when you are literally like just you have nothing and you feel like you have no choice. You have to just take. You have to just get the best out of everything. You have to make sure you win. Because if everyone else wins, that means you no one won. So I gotta be the one in top.
so all right, so I'm gonna just pose a question then, and I'm not saying that these are good people that I'm using in these examples. Don't you think you've watched The Social Network? So you've seen the movie about Zuckerberg and how Facebook came to be? That was like clearly a scenario where like he stepped on everyone and he was like, I'm gonna win.
Yeah, well, look
so
at
that
what,
no one else can win.
and look at the perception of son who stepped on everybody.
We don't, and again, like this is the perception that we have.
How it's not even about the perception.
No, I'm talking. This is the perception that we have of him. We don't like him. We think he's weird. We think he's a lizard person. We could dislike all the things about
even
him.
in that, it's like,
But there is a success that he has acquired, regardless of how we feel about him and how we think about him or view him or perceive him, however you want to like look at it. He has amassed such a vast wealth that it doesn't fucking matter to him, and that's all I'm trying to.
But that's
all I'm trying to say.
I don't believe that because, bro, true, like this. If you one of those people who consistently try to change people in a way to like make them more like you, then you have a problem. And like consistently, we've seen like these big tech companies like try to push agendas and certain things, and to try to kind of push people in society in the way that they feel deem is the right way to think. And it's like this is happening all over Facebook. But the reason why I say this is like, nigga, out of everybody that was on that was part of that real Facebook movie and all the people that really were in tune with the Facebook thing, look how many people have been taken in front of like these grand, like basically what I'm trying to get at, the Winklevoss twins, I don't remember them having to talk to the fucking Supreme Court or whatever the fucking the House, getting taken in front of the House or whatever there was to be questioned on some of their actions. He's consistently shown that he's a weird nigga behind closed doors, bro.
So
to the point where even the government is going, yo, what the fuck are you doing, my guy?
So the thing that like I try to like
And
point out in
where
all
he got
of
that
this,
game from. He got all that game. He kind of was already like this socially inept person who was just like really just like very goal orientated and stuff like that. Like before the Facebook thing, a lot of y'all might not know this, but he was connected to the jailbreak, the iPhone jailbreaking. Mark Zuckerberg had a foot in iPhone jailbreaking. So if you were part of that gang in 2011 and shit like that, where you would get an iPhone or a fucking iTouch and you would jailbreak it and get free shit, that was Mark Zuckerberg.
again, like
he's been talented and a smart person. I won't take that away from him. but he's also always been this weird behind closed door conniving guy.
Because his goal, and this is the point I try to make, like in all of this, like him not caring that someone is going to call him conniving or scheming or talk about what he did to make his money has led him down the path. And it doesn't work for everyone. Like, this is not a formula for success, and that's why I said, and that's, but it's not a formula, and it's not a formula for success either which way.
This nigga's a weird, isolated nigga.
As far as anyone is concerned, there is one fact no one can take from Mark Zuckerberg. He is going to be rich.
I don't beyond care about your riches. Look at everyone else. Look at everyone else that was connected to that. Bro, he
is going to not
the
only
Winklevoss are going to be rich beyond their years. Nigga, the nigga that he got the algorithm from is going to be rich beyond their years. But like that like what, bro? What are you talking about? You telling me the Winklevoss twins are going broke soon? These billionaire twins are going to go broke. You do know they've done multiple ventures since.
Oh no, bro! They were paid, and I'm not saying they're gonna go broke, but like they're worth.
If I'm not mistaken,
they're both worth about $5 billion. That's their net worth, right? And Mark is worth
120. Oh,
77.3. So he has well amassed so much more than them. And so to your point,
fucking evil, conniving.
To your point, his, like, again, I'm not saying
that's I want some of you to understand. That's business. This is what business is.
To be the winner.
You know, we want to know why the 1% is the 1%, because they move. Like, yo, bro.
They do things that no one else is willing to do on a regular basis.
It's scary. You have no fucking idea the level.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, again, I'm not agreeing with their practices. You don't see me caping up for Elon Musk. You don't see me saying that I think Mark Zuckerberg's a great dude. But like and then other facts that we can't take away from him because of this fucking vast amount of wealth that he has. A lot of that shit he puts into trying to clean up the public perception of him just because he knows he needs someone to fucking like him somewhere to get business done.
Nah, I feel you, but the
other fact, as much as very yo, again,
but in the business world, they love that shit. They eat that shit up.
As we hate this person or don't like the way he does things, there are no matter what we want to take away from, there are programs, institutions, and things that he does that, aside from Facebook and the bad things he may partake in, there are positive things that he is involved in that we all benefit from due to his vast amount of wealth. He wanted to be a winner, and he just happened to have some ideas and some things, and be willing to convince people and steal things from people along the way. Yeah. That allowed him to get into.
It wasn't his idea,
because he wasn't. It's not. But again, as you pointed out, he's not like he's dumb. It's not like he doesn't have.
I still can't take own.
It's not like he doesn't have his own intelligence.
Is a fucking genius.
So, but he definitely has taken from people. He's found ways to scheme people out of things, write people out of contracts, fire people. He's found a way to make people.
He's literally stolen IP. Facebook is stolen IP.
Like, he's found a way to do.
You know how hard it is to steal IP, my nigga? Usually in most situations,
bro.
A vast majority
he did it in such a way where, like, legitimately the only really true thing in the movie is that when the Winklevoss twins went with the suit, because they tried to get their money and they sued him, so it took them to a grand jury and all that. It made it that far,
and they won.
They won partially.
They won. Oh no! What do you mean? I'm not gonna get into semantics, but I do know at the end of the day they won. They got partial ownership of it. So did the other nigga, his best friend, who he snaked, because he was not the dude who was who was good with the algorithm creating. He was more so just really good with the coding, and he was just beyond his he was beyond level with a lot of other things.
Yeah, like he was, bro. They all
But
won.
the things that you needed at the time, that was the algorithm to create the site for it to work the way it worked.
Mark did that shit in such.
He
bro,
stole that.
the way he did.
Facebook, the whole idea of college kids and all these people
Bro.
have a site to come link up and all this. That was the Winklevoss's idea.
Yes, and then he look, bro.
Oh,
he
he-
did it, bro.
and
And
he
look,
barely-
here's the thing.
and
Here's the reason I say they won
The
partially.
Facebook.
Because here's the way he did it, and like this is the thing that people don't understand about the small like little ins and outs of business. So what he did was
Douchebag
the-
Justin Timberlake.
these niggas.
That was a good movie.
These dudes hired him to create their platform. Okay, he needed the algorithm to even really help their platform run correctly. So that's where the first baseline algorithm came from with the best friend dude. All right. They realized they could refine it and make the platform bigger once it started to gain traction at their school. Like that's the actual story. You know what I mean? The moment the Winklevosses basically were like, all right, you're good. You're out of contract essentially. You did your job. They went and designed Facebook. They had already had the platform for the site. They had been refining the code and everything, and they just literally were like, I bet we about to drop this bigger, better version of it. Because it's like, and like legally, you can do that. You can take, like, if someone has a platform, you can't do it exactly the same, which they didn't. But if you have a system.
Listen, I don't want to get too deep into it, but listen, there's people out there that are literally sitting next to you, just listening to your every idea, writing it down.
No, but they went to him and hired him.
Trying to see if they can up it for themselves, not for you, not for the team, not for you, not to better everybody, but for themselves.
And again, I'm not discounting that at all. I'm not saying that there aren't those types of people. That's exactly what he did. But like they came to him, they paid him, he did the job, and legally, the real illegal part is like, bro, I came to you with the idea. Now you're kind of taking my idea to like usurp me, and that's where like again they won partially because it was their baseline product that paved the way for his to be created. So that's why like they won partially.
Yeah, but I don't want, like I said, I don't even want to get too deep.
But
into
like the whole end of the story thing of it is like, as far as it is like just concerned with like the world is designed, especially at least capitalism in our country is designed
that's
in such
capitalism
a way.
101.
Is literally designed in such a way. If you have a system or a product, and I can find a way to make a better version of your system or product that is slightly different and doesn't involve the patent thing that you have on it, I'm allowed to sell it. There are a million different sneakers out. There are a lot of sneakers that have the shoe design of the Air Force One. It wasn't until recently that Jordan really went out and got a patent. Nike and Jordan really went out and got it like patented and whatever they did. Yeah. So now you can't use the silhouette of the Jordan 1 in any of your shoe models. But think about how many shoe models out there have the little stitching pattern on the front with the inner pattern up here, which is the silhouette.
It's the same thing with the Air Force game. They're trying to do that with the Air Force game, but it's luckily for the silhouette of the Air Force, it's a very
it's crude.
It's not even crude. It's vague.
That's what I mean. It's crude. It's like, as far as the shoe design, you can't tell me I can't have these parts to a shoe because these are all base parts to a shoe. I'm allowed to do that shit.
And it's not that hard to make very minor adjustments to those.
To switch like the sizing of the stitching, the shaping,
people think
all of
like
that.
You can't own the actual shaping necessarily of the
it's the stitching or the way that you put the shoe together.
It's kind of like the formation.
It's the sum of the parts rather than just
Nike doesn't own the midsole. They own the actual bottom print where it says Nike on the bottom
and it has the specific stars and the circles.
They own that, but you can literally just buy a literal Air Force bottom without that and put whatever you want on it. There's actual companies you can go to and just
you couldn't add, and the other thing is you can't add multiple layers of the shoe. Because then it's definitely infringement. Like the way the thing with Nike is set up.
Even still, I can understand.
So like if you buy, no, it's not. It's like it's the.
This is the Bape argument. That it's the same thing. A lot of people, what they did was like the Bape thing. It's the same shoe. It's the same silhouette. The only difference is they destroyed. They took off the
The
Nike check and put the Bape sign on there. Then they have the bottom, like once again, the midsole is the difference. There's no stars on
on the top. Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. You can't have certain components of the shoe because
of course it doesn't say Nike Air. I mean Nike at the
bottom as well. So it's like, so you don't have that gapping because Nike has an indentation.
I think there's a very slight difference on the toe box or the
it's
heel,
shaped. It's wider.
Heel,
it's also wider on the loop. So if you look at an Air Force One and then you look at a Bapesta, you know that little corner piece, like where you always get creases in your shoe. On the Bapesta, it's a little bit more wide and round than it is on a pair of Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
So like those are just like some of the subtle differences that like come into play, so that the shoe isn't exactly the same. Like look at how much. Like it's just more round.
Yeah. See, it's the what you can call it.
They also have a different heel plate for the most part, and then their color blocking.
This is the original Bapesta. There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
because they have another, and it's funny how they really Bape is literally shitted on Nike and damn near almost all their design, like all the designs that they've battled them with. The Air Force, come on, let's be realistic. The Kanye Bapestas. These shits we looking at right now is OD, and then this is kind of like a fight at the Bape skate, the skates. That's the what you can call it. This is their dunk.
Yeah, like Bape makes cool shoes, and they've done a really good, like they've done a good job of taking what
is Air Max,
what is a crude style silhouette. But look at it, like personally speaking, aside from the colorway, like they're still different from like Air Maxes. Like Air Maxes don't come back as far right here. So it's a different shaping. The toe block right here is different than a regular Air Max. And that midsole part is also different than a regular Air Max. So like there's still like components of the shoe that you just can't have because of their like ownership of it. But like they can they like
at the end of the day, you can't fucking bite swag, bro. Like exactly. You can't steal the whole shit and then just think you're gonna rip the Nike check off and be good.
But you can take like some of the baseline ideas, like have like the heels with the like bubble tech and shit like that. You can't get the specific Nike bubble tech, but you can get a sole that has something very, very similar or almost exactly the same, like Adidas has one. Like just something as simple as that, you know what I mean? Like even look at all the different styles of trainers.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. In the fight between Nike and Adidas, I don't know where I fall.
I fall on Nike side.
I fall Nike side on the feet, but when it comes to the actual clothing, bro, I love Adidas tracksuits, man. I might die in an Adidas tracksuit.
I still fall on the Nike side. Nike has the best pair of sweatpants I've ever had in my life, and I can't even find them.
I don't
anymore.
wear Adidas sweats, but when it comes to those track pants and shit like that,
even there was a pair of like trainers,
Toros.
There's a pair of like trainer pants that I found one time at like the Nike outlet. Like I was in high school. I needed sweats and shit. I was like, yo, bro, I'm about to go crazy at the outlets. Niggas remember those times, bro. That's when I used to go.
I'm still going crazy at the outlets. I don't know what you're talking
there ain't nothing wrong with outlet shopping. I just haven't been there in a while.
I don't give a fuck if that shit off stitch, nigga.
Bro,
you need a magnifying glass to
bro, no, you know what the crazy part is? Sometimes it won't even be like, it could be something as simple as like a button wasn't on it initially, and then they put a button on it to put it in the store anyway. And now it's in the retailer. Like one stitch is missing, they fix the stitch and then they put it there anyway.
If anybody's wondering, I'm not taking this jacket off. I'm making this a thing. I'm wearing this jacket with no shirt under it till I get a 6-pack. I'm back in the gym.
I'm gonna set a timer for never. That won't be happening. Okay. I have a better chance of getting a 6-pack before you.
I mean, it's because you built like death, so.
Nigga say I'm built like death.
It shouldn't be that hard to just get a little bit of life on you.
Nigga say I'm built like death. I'm not built like death. I'm not that small.
You built like a high school JV football player right now.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. You're definitely built like this starting running back right now.
I doubt
Exactly.
it. I don't know.
Yeah, you're definitely a second string running back.
I
High
doubt
school
that.
football team.
No, I doubt anybody on JV is like. I'm still not like, bro. I'm not like scrawny. Like my arms are still like a decent size. I still got chest muscles.
Bro,
I
I
still
ain't
got
gonna
wing.
lie.
I still got
Listen,
wings.
Listen.
Like I don't know too many 9th and 10th graders in at least in
I
our
remember-
area. That's
I remember
valid.
a couple 9th and 10th graders that, yo, it'd be a hard time if you had to throw them pads on and go head up with them right now.
No,
Yes.
no,
Don't make me start dropping names.
bro. That's one thing I was never afraid to do. I could hit. I wasn't that great at football,
I ain't gonna lie. I
but
can't.
I could hit.
That should get me tight.
Bro, I used to be fun for me to do Oklahomas because I didn't care whether I got run over or not. I'm just going into the hole to hit as hard as I can. I just want to hit. Like that was the only thing I cared about in football.
Y'all hear the
'Cause-
passion that is coming out his mouth?
Like
I want y'all to understand he's been ran over 120 times in Oklahoma.
No, I haven't been run over that. No, you know who really caught me one time in Oklahoma's and I'll never forget it? We was in like, I think 9th grade. And it was like one of the first times we was doing a drill. And I'll never forget this nigga Aaron Wright, bro. We was doing Oklahoma. This nigga Aaron Wright just was having himself a day, bro. Like he was running everybody over in the hole.
Yeah.
I thought everybody, I was like, you know, I'm gonna get this nigga. Like, I'm about to be the one to tackle him, bro. I tried to go low. I don't know how he got under me. He got
Cold skill.
he got lower, put his shoulder into my helmet, and drove me backwards. I fell straight back. I was like, damn. He just got me. Like that was one of the times I'll never forget. Like he really ran me over that day.
That's why I don't fuck
But-
with him, bro.
But like there was times like I ran people over. I would spin or like try to like you couldn't juke, but I would try to spin or something like that to try to avoid falling down. I remember one time I got like a lucky spin off on Tunney. And nigga looked at me like I was mad pussy. I was like, you damn right, nigga. I ain't letting you do that to me. Like, I'm gonna run.
That's not the football.
But nah, like hitting was the thing that I really enjoyed about football because like I was kind of angry, and then also like I wasn't super like athletic, and I didn't start to like thin out until late into like my sophomore year.
You like to hit?
So like being a small dude for
Shit.
that,
I don't know. I think it's my. Is that my sister?
no, I don't know.
Oh, that's my
Uh,
pop.
no.
Oh, you would
You
what you
say
would
hello?
call it? You want to say hello? Come on, say hello. Just walk through. It's literally nobody here.
Nobody.
Oh nah, she's in the room. Peace out.
Oh.
He doesn't even want home anymore. Well, shouts out to my dad for not coming in and spazzing. Spliff definitely hot.
I mean, he's like,
I mean, listen, he lives here. He smells the air. That nigga walked in. He about to go get some coochie.
shout out to your pops.
Shouts out to you.
Living life.
That's the T.
Still in his prom.
Facts. But yo, speaking about a good hit, I think we might as well just dabble in this for a second since everybody dick sucking it.
Bro, how did we get here?
Because nigga, it's just part of the game. Listen,
All right, listen.
Will.
Don't get Chris rocked out your socks.
Ooh, the ball. Be prepared for the worst rap lyrics
My son
of all
Drama.
time.
My son Drama came on the fucking Dreamville tape saying that shit. I was rolling, bro.
Yeah, man.
That shit was
Yeah.
hilarious. Shout outs to them, man.
Will
for real.
Smith, as everyone already knows, Will Smith at the what was it, the Oscars, right?
Yeah, it was at the Oscars.
At the Oscars,
And then he resigned from the Academy like 2 days later.
yeah, he's on a different world right now. We got to just pray for Will. But
I
yeah.
think
My son really ran down on Chris Rock and slapped the nigga, and y'all seen how it played out. That's just funny as hell. I remember when I first seen that shit, I instantly went into conspiracy theories more. I'm like, nigga, this shit fake. Nah, hell no. And then I seen a couple more videos. I was like, nah, nigga, that nigga slapped that nigga. But, hey, it is what it is. As someone who hopes to one day dabble in comedy, I pray none of you niggas get that sensitive about some shit I say and run up and try to slap me. Cause I'm calling police. Hey.
like
It's like, nah.
that's, like the only place I really stand on the whole like Will Smith slapping him thing, like it was a joke at the end of the day. So like it's comedy. I don't feel like there's a place in comedy, especially Will having the background that he does, being like a comedian in his own right.
Nigga
an
literally
actor,
was on
like,
TV doing your mama jokes
like
for
you're
10 years.
like essentially you're a comedian in your own right. That's like where I would say his basis was. Like he was a comedic actor for the basis of his career. And then like he branched out later on. But like we know you from Fresh Prince, Will. That was the thing that really put you on spotlight in a sense. And like that was jokes. So you know what comedy is and you know where those things come from. And you're also friends with some of the biggest comics of all time. Chris arguably being one of them. I'm not sure if there's ever been some disdain between them that also could be something that like we just don't know about. But like
shared all the old photos of them and
but
saying,
like
this didn't age well and shit.
you are friends, or at least publicly perceived as to be like okay with each other, if nothing else. So for you to take the joke there, like that's the like biggest concern for me. It's just like that was a little too far. But then on the flip side, I look at just like how many jokes has Will been taken lately?
Yeah.
He's been getting pestered for 3 years. Every single time somebody can open their mouth and say something about him or his wife, now that she decided to sit down and have Red Table Talk and she started opening up their world to everyone else. Yes, she invited it in, and I'm sure that he had some knowledge of at least some of it going on. Like he knew the show was gonna happen, so he knew some
shit is being shot in his living room just like this, nigga.
Like
niggas is in the dining room just fucking his name up. He just walking in and out, going to the kitchen. I mean, going to the fridge, just grabbing shit, and bitches just like, yeah, I ain't coming 15 years.
Right. Like, so ever since, so he's been taking so many jokes lately. I think that like definitely in that moment, that's why I said I hope he gets some help. If there's something that he's dealing with now, due to everything. But like, bro, he made his Instagram, I want to say in like October, November, like 2019. It was like right before the shutdown and shit happened. Yeah. And then within like 3 days, he had like 4 million followers, bro. Not even 3 days. So like from then on, his life has just been kind of like a media circus. And if he's going through something, I really do hope that like he can find some solace and get some help that he needs. Because I feel like at the end of the day, that was just like a moment of absolute and utter like weakness on his part because he just lost it.
He's just going through it.
He walked up on stage and slapped a man for making a joke, then went back to his seat and shouted at him. When you could have just walked up, like when the man even kind of leaned in to kind of see if you were going to say something to him.
He could have played it. He could have made it funny. He could have done a lot of things, but it is what it is. But fuck it.
Like you could have even went up there and said something to him, and then like Chris would have made a joke about you.
Yeah, nah.
It would have been like
it would have been way
moment.
funny if he would have made like a real like if he would have like walked up there, you know what I mean, gave him like an old mobster arm around his shoulder, like, oh, wait till we get to the back of you kind of thing. That would have been fucking jokes. And it would have been serious at the same time. It's like, you motherfucker, just wait. And then you would have stood there, and then like, and the award for the documentary goes to, and then you know what I mean. But hindsight is 2020, yada yada yada.
All that shit. So
you think he got some pussy that night?
I think more than likely he did. I don't know if it was from Jada.
That's what, yo. I like that because I was thinking the same thing.
Like he was out at the party acting a fool, as you should. Like, bro,
acting a donkey.
Like, bro, at the end,
jiggy with me is a funny ass.
At the end of the day, bro, the man won an Oscar. Bro. Like he acted in the movie long before he slapped Chris, so he was gonna win that kind of regardless. Like they knew he was winning that shit that night. At the end of the day. So like, and that's why I say like that's a moment of utter weakness. Like that shows a man kind of like struggling with things. For like you to know that you are receiving an Oscar in front of the Academy on national televised TV
and not care, you just
and then you walk up on stage literally 2 awards before you're supposed to get presented. Couple awards before you're supposed to get presented in the middle of someone else's presentation before they about to get their award, and you walk up there and slap a nigga. So now they have to go and cut to commercial. Someone don't even get to enjoy getting their award. Like that shows, like, bro, he's struggling. But in that same, like, you're struggling, but like you just got a great payoff. You got an Oscar, and you might lose it. You might have, but like celebrate. You did act. You did do those things. You did technically earn the award, but the things you've done after earning the award can cause you to lose it, and that's the consequence he pays for that moment, I think.
Yeah, he'll be all right, though. It's like, we talk about a multi-million-dollar man at the end of the day.
And not only that, but Bel Air is doing amazing.
Yeah, all
That
the
show
shit that
is
he owns
that
is doing
show is
amazing.
doing absolutely great.
I think for the most part, like, I'm just, like, actually worried about, like, the shit that you just never be able to see. Like,
Yeah.
it's the shit, like, that's why we all just can't stop talking about it.
Bro, I don't want to lose Will.
Yeah.
I don't hate Will Smith.
Yeah,
I
like,
don't want to lose Will Smith because he going through a bunch of shit and everybody picking on him, and now they got one more reason to pick on him.
Mhm.
And it's like
it's all fun and games till Will Smith jump off of
yeah, what's up? What y'all gonna say if Will Smith not here in a couple years? What if there's something wrong with Will that we don't know?
we really don't know.
And he's like not just losing it, but there's nothing he could do, and we not gonna have him. Like the man was off Instagram for a real long time, just magically decided to do it, and then we had a pandemic shut down. Like who knows what the man is going through? Who knows what is really going on?
Like literally for the last, since he's been hot, niggas has been just talking crazy on the nigga name. Like I've heard the rumors behind Will Smith are crazy.
Bro, like, it's not even just that. It's like, bro, not just fuck what everybody else is saying too. Like, let's look at the real like problem. Like, this man is in a relationship that he's been in for 15 plus years almost, and
he's got two beautiful kids.
he's got two wonderful children. Like
for that.
Like he got two wonderful kids. Like his kids are successful in their own right, separate from him, and they've done it their own ways, which is like great. It shows that like whatever you guys did as parents was still somewhat successful.
I still argue Jaden is the better Smith.
Yes, Jaden is the much better Smith.
Jaden is the
over
better
Willow.
Smith. Jaden over Willow is a wild statement. I won't do that.
Jaden over Willow.
But I'm taking Jaden as the best Smith.
Jaden over Willow. If Jaden is the best Smith, he goes over Willow.
I mean, because do technicality, but I won't speak that. Because Willow's almost in her own regard. Like Willow is better than that nigga for years. Like if you ask me, like,
so I think that the thing that a lot of people
we gotta stop doing this. Because if they were hearing this, they'd be like, "Yo, fuck these niggas."
I think Willow's awesome. I think she's super creative. I love a lot of the things she does with her art and her fashion, because a lot of people don't pay attention to the things she does outside of music, but she's super into like art and fashion. I think she does a great job in there, as is Jaden. And that's something that he actually was on, I think, a little bit earlier than her, because his first like ventures were into fashion and like trying to get his...
I don't know, because she was on the much more creative tip. Like
she was just, I think that she blossomed a little bit earlier, and that she was also probably encouraged a little bit more just by society as, you know, being a girl, to be more creative and do some of the outlandish things that she did. Like
she made some bang, like, bro, you're praying to your God. That is one of my favorite bars in like music history.
Bro, she's an amazing artist. She's super good. Like again, I'm giving her all the credit. I'm giving her all the credit she deserves. Just from like a personal, like, who I enjoy watching more. I think her brother.
Before we do any more
more
idolizing these niggas, can I ask you something? You ever think about this? Ever think about this? I always think like low key, a lot of the artists that I really like love and endear and like all that stuff, and I think I get my inspiration to be the person that I am from. I think they would generally dislike me if they actually met me. Like they like, you get what I'm saying? Like I don't think they would actually like be like, because I know for a fact if I had like Willow Smith is definitely not jacking the movements I am. Jaden's most likely not jacking the shit either.
I think I could hang out with Jaden.
I think
I can hang out with like my favorite rappers.
Like all the people that they perceive to be like they tell you a certain way.
I don't think I can hang out with Cole. Like Cole's one of my favorite rappers.
I don't think I can hang out.
He's one of my favorite rappers, and I just don't think personally that like if I got to sit down and have a conversation with him, that not like, that I wouldn't.
I'm really laughing because I'm envisioning me chilling with Cole and
like,
getting tight.
Not that I would even be like angry or upset or anything. I just feel like there's so many things that like he's into and that he's gotten to do and that he's around now, especially like what he like talks about in music and interviews and shit that like I just can't relate to, or like I can't quite wrap my head around. So like there's always gonna be like a gap and like our conversations. Do I think that he's like there would still be times where like I could go out and like hang out with him and we would be like cool? I think we could be like civil, but I don't think we would ever be like friends.
Yeah.
In a sense, I think I support a lot of the shit he does. I think he's a great dude. I think like as an individual, watching his career and seeing the shit that he's involved in, I think Cole's like amazing. But I don't think I could be friends.
Yeah, you know why I say yeah, because it's not like I don't even want to be like, but I respect the whole like be friends and things like that with them, but I wasn't even looking at it from like that deep of a standpoint. But that is true. I think that's actually the thing I'm talking about. Like they really would not want to befriend me. Like, you get what I'm saying? Or maybe publicly. I don't know who these people are behind closed doors, but the way they carry themselves in like public, it would be almost like a detriment to their career to be around a nigga like me, because I'm just spewing out pure nonsense. Like, and like, who knows? Like, I
and that's like the thing. Like
the way
definitely like, bro, I could easily like if there's any like artist that I think I could easily like hang out with and be friends with, it's 100% Uzi. I could easily be friends with Uzi.
See, I think that, but then I think if I chill, I'd be like, yo, this nigga is annoying.
No, I like all the same shit he does. Like
me too. It's
like,
weird because like, he's a little ass kid. Like,
bro, he likes some of the most like innocent and pure forms of like
the nigga
joy.
Everywhere he goes, there's literally a switch around. The nigga plays video games like a motherfucker.
He watch anime.
ODs on anime.
And I'm not talking about like there's people that say they watch anime, bro. Like, listen, I don't have no shame in the game. I will watch pretty much any anime that is out. If I see that shit,
all that. He's got all that in his room.
No. I actually really hate fan service animes. Because it's like, there's nothing in those. It's literally just a bunch of girls around one dude in a harem, and they all fighting over the dude, and he's just trying to focus on whatever goal he trying to achieve. So it just seemed mad weird to me. I hate those animes. But like, some of them have their like place, you know what I'm saying? Some of them aren't so bad. Like Sword Art Online was like pretty good, like all things considered, but it was just Kirito about around a bunch of girls saving their asses throughout the game, and then one girl that he actually liked and tried to save, you know? So like, it was cool, but like I like all the same shit that nigga do. I like dirt bikes, all that type of shit. I like anime. I like video games. I like dancing and acting a fool just for the fun of it.
The nigga he be break dancing,
music.
Like, you know how wild? Like I be seeing that, like, and I just be like, yo, that's fucking funny as hell. This nigga's having a time as like.
There's certain artists out there that are just like.
But he also looks miserable on the low because there's a lot of shit behind closed doors that I've seen where I was like.
Yeah, I think, and that's another reason I think I could be friends with Uzi.
Yeah, I felt that.
Like, he's human. Yeah. Like, he's human. Like, to me, he's so relatable. As outlandish as he is, as crazy as the things that he does is, it's like he seems so relatable to me as an individual. Because it's like, I feel like if I got to sit down and talk to you, I would get all the shit that you're talking about with the, like, how people treat you, whatever. Like, I feel like I get it.
Baby because Sasuke, of like, not Naruto.
Like the stuff you come from seems relatable to me. The things you do and you talk about, even when you talk about like women and like being sad and things like that. How you like
the nigga like dancing sus.
But like,
he's a yo.
Like, you don't think you could be friends?
You love ratchet bitches.
You could. I think like if we talking like big time artists, you could be friends with Meek.
Nah. Nah, because Meek. One thing I've learned is Meek comes from the same cloth as a lot of our friends from that we have stopped being around in the streets. They are high, like very big ego, fragile emotion individuals. Like
you can
these niggas have no fuck. I can't, bro. Do you hear the music and do you see the shit that he do? I could not hang around Meek.
Bro, I'm telling you, you spent 2 days.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
You spent 2 hours with Meek. Yeah, I would be best friends, bro.
I can't hang with Meek on some rap shit. If he's on his billionaire wave where we doing front flips in the 76ers locker room.
He good now, so I'm talking about. Meek ain't no nah. He's chilling.
Every 3 weeks he gotta go back to the trenches and sniff the dirt. He gotta see a roach or two. Like that's his. He can't help it. I can't, and I don't want to. I'm all the shit that Meek be like, yo, I still be dabbling in. I be in them trenches with my niggas now and then. It's like I can't. I'm not, bro. I stopped chilling with niggas who had roaches in their crib after a certain age. Cause that shit fucked around and got me having roaches. I'll never do that shit again. You know how hard it is to get rid of them niggas? I'm not fucking with that, bro. I'm not fucking with that. And then Meek just be one day he Meek Mandela, Martin Luther Meek, and the next day this nigga's fucking
Meek Millie.
Yeah, he's like Larry Hoover or some shit. Like I can't.
Yo,
The duality's too crazy with him.
Meek, if you're out there, if you ever see this,
Like you never seen that video
this
with
man-
him,
this
Lil
is-
Durk,
all
and,
he's
and
saying
Lil
right
Baby?
now is he's waiting for the opportunity to hang out with you for a day so that he could put all of these claims to rest and be like, nah, that'll be OD, man.
Nah. Cause you know what I don't. It's the weird.
So-
like he don't be looking like. All right, go watch the video with him and Uzi. That shit was fun as fuck. But for some reason, Meek just look mad. Like he like, yo, damn son, like. Yeah, nigga, like we still riding motorbikes, nigga. We still doing wheelies, nigga. We still running from the cops. I'm like,
Yo,
and then Uzi over there like, it's like what? Like,
Because that's Uzi's personality.
nigga Uzi got hop off the fucking bike, and then he hop on what you call it, Meek Mill fucking ATV. And he's
Bitch, I
still
love
smiling
Uzi.
like, oh, like, yo, come on, cut it out, bro.
I got
can't-
expensive name.
I got expensive thing. Yeah, like, come on, bro. I can deal
love
with that.
nigga. I love Uzi.
Yeah, I could deal with that
lit.
because that's fun, bro. But
Nah,
like, Meek-
bro, I'm
Meek-
telling you, you would have mad fun with Meek.
I
you
know
would-
I
you
would
would
have
have-
mad, bro. You
you
would
would-
have mad fun with a lot of these niggas, but the thing
You
is,
would be mad cool with Meek. I think that you and Meek would sit. and
no.
talk
You know what?
about-
You know what? Hold on, because I ain't gonna lie. Meek Mill definitely be having his Ben Shapiro cap on. He low key be around a
and Meek
bunch of
would-
black Israelites.
You and
So-
Meek will dead ass just sit around and be like,
We-
"Yo, I can't stand
on
you."
on a conspiracy tip. That's what I'm saying. When he on his billionaire,
You
like
and Meek would just
his
talk
political,
about, bro.
like, and not even on the political tip because I can't even deal with that.
You and Meek would have
When
the
you
illest
know what I like Meek?
conversations.
When he be just mad. Like I don't know
That's
why.
what I'm saying,
Nah,
bro. You and Meek
matter
would be
of fact-
mad all day.
Nah.
Y'all would be mad all day, having mad fun, just being like, y'all can't believe y'all.
Nah, that's the thing. That's the wrong perception. He don't even be yelling like that. That nigga just be there like, I can't even be mad right now. Like he just don't
Meek
look like
do
he
be
be
yelling.
enjoying shit
Meek
until
do be yelling. I'm telling you, like he be sitting there, he be like, "Yo, what y'all?" And then he slowly build up to the yell, bro. Like,
nah, he look like the nigga that just be doing like he be doing the look away move. Like a nigga right here, he be talking over here and shit, and over there, up there, down here and shit. Like I know, I feel like he one of them niggas that be turning their head and talking to you like that. He be looking the other way. Like I can't.
bro, I'm telling you now. All right,
I
We
can't.
gonna start writing
I
to Meek.
just be
We gonna
saying-
start hitting Meek. I'm like, yo, Meek. We
Yeah, 'cause
gonna start hitting the nigga.
but I know-
I'm trying to prove you wrong.
I know some of
This is a hill I'm willing to die on.
I respect
I'm making
it.
this happen.
I'm all right. Fuck it. In the future, let's give it a few years. I hope to God, me and Meek get to sit down and I get to go. You know, he's kind of really nice guy. Like he's really, he's actually really cool. Yo, we was out and he was smiling and shit. Like he was enjoying life. Like I was like, we was out and nothing weird happened. Like nobody got fucked up. It was cool. Like I don't know, man. He connected to a nigga that knocked out Beanie Siegel. That hurts. That hurts me. I can't, like, that shit hurts me on the inside. Like, I don't even know Beanie Siegel from a hole in the wall, but I just
You
can't.
wouldn't be friends with Beanie Siegel.
That's very true. But that wouldn't
Like-
be, that wouldn't be a consensual thing. Beanie wouldn't want to be my friend. I would still want to be Beanie's friend. That's the difference. Like Beans can hate me, and I'll be like, "What's up, Beans?" You know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference. I don't care. Like when it comes to Beans, but like Meek, it's like nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like nigga, you like 32. Like I got people around me that are like Meek Mills, like low key. Well, all right, let me not
Bro.
say that. These niggas are not Meek. No, none of these
Right.
niggas.
Exactly.
Let me chill out. Let me
Bro,
chill out.
I'm telling you, bro.
It's just my perception of the situation. I just don't feel like I would like me and Meek would be cool until like it'd be time to start complaining about some shit. Like niggas get some food late and he just be like, I could see Meek cutting ass. Like he could. That's that. All jokes aside, I can see Meek being cool with me or some cutting ass shit. But I could also see Meek getting me tight on some like, yo, this is my young boo, like grabbing me up and shit. This is my young boo, my nigga. Yo, come here, yo, come. Tell yo, cut this nigga ass, son. Yo, cut this nigga ass, son. Yo, he be doing the
Why
jokes.
do you think he like that?
Cause I seen him do it. I seen that nigga do it. Like, yo, the nigga, yo, bro, word of my mother. Kevin Hart came backstage one day to this nigga, you know what I mean, his green room. And this nigga gonna grab the funniest nigga in his circle and yo come here and say yo get this nigga son, get this nigga Kevin Hart. And
it's
it's
probably
like,
sauce. He just
no, bro, that is not. I don't want to hear that.
Drugs,
I don't want to hear that. It probably was before the show.
He definitely probably off drugs.
Who cares? All I'm saying is,
I'm just saying, like, bro.
I can see that shit right there, that like overly big homie shit. I can see that just getting me tight. It's like, yo, get the fuck off my shirt, bro. This is like, I don't feel like making jokes right now. Me, yo, chill, bro. And he just like, yo, joke, man. How you joke? And I was like, nah, bro, yo, stop.
I thought he didn't joke and smile or none of that.
No. That's the problem. It's not consensual, bro. That's the problem. Like like shit got to be consensual at the right times, and with Meek, it's not. It's not the right. I can feel it. Like he just gonna get me tight.
Chris Rock joke wasn't consensual.
Nigga, it was consensual with 90 other people in the room. I don't give a fuck about them two motherfuckers. What are you talking about? If I cut those two niggas' asses in a room full of 115 and 90 plus laugh, I don't want to hear nothing.
They want their ass.
75.
It wasn't consensual. That's the problem.
If 75 people laugh out of 115, then I won. It's consensual.
No.
Majority rules.
If most of
majority
the niggas,
rules,
all right, so majority rules in that situation.
In a comedy situation, majority fucking rules.
All right, so Meek telling you to joke, and all them niggas want you to joke. So majority rules, nigga, joke up. It don't gotta be consensual. Fuck out of here.
This is not a comedy room, bro. This is a green room.
It wasn't a comedy room.
I was just drinking and laughing with you niggas. Now it's like you want me to perform for Kevin Hart. This is the thing. He made his homie from God knows who the fuck this nigga is, like from a hole in the wall, pull up and try to have a roast battle with the funniest comedian on the planet at the time. Like literally, he's the number one comedian on the planet. And you think this nigga about to cut Kevin Hart ass in his prime? Oh, you bugging. Kevin Hart just started wilding on he just started firing everybody in the room up. He OD'd on me. Guy told his man, said, "Oh, look at you. Get out of here. Like you look like," I think he said some shit like, "You look like security or some shit like that." He said some off the wall shit. And it's just like, damn, you can't even like, this nigga's 4'9". Like you can't even say nothing to him. Like, come on, bro. Meek Mill, I can see myself getting tight. Like, yo, jump off the boat. Jump off, nigga. Jump off the boat, nigga. You can do it, nigga. You can swim. I'm like, yo, Meek, I can't swim, bro. Leave me alone. Yo, jump off. Yo, let's grab this nigga.
So you think that Meek's trying to kill you?
Meek is one of those people who thinks pushing niggas is how you get them to be great. And it's not always the case. It's honestly how you make some people drown.
Yeah,
burning, crash, and die.
So you think that he gonna throw you off a boat?
I know for a fact he's gonna. Yo, we all swimming and shit. Jump off the yo, grab this nigga. Say, yo, throw him off. You got a lifeboat, and I life vest, and I just start drowning. Still, I'll be the first nigga in history to drown upside down with a fucking life vest. I can see it now. Like he's just gonna push me to do shit where it's just like, I gotta stop chilling with this
hold
nigga.
on, I got another one. This one gonna be good. I know nobody could be friends with Drake. I can't be friends with Drake.
Only Chubbs could be friends with Drake. That's clear as that. There's
right,
only
niggas think
Chubbs.
they can be friends with Drake. Y'all can't be friends with
You
Drake.
can be an
I'm telling y'all
employee
that
of
right
Drake.
Yeah.
You can definitely, because he love them niggas. He treat them with
utmost respect.
The utmost respect. He endears those niggas.
Treat them niggas like they family.
I argue better than family. When's the last time you heard a cousin bar from him? Kanye got 1,000 bars about his cousins. I ain't never heard no cousin bars from Drake like that. Especially in the last 5 years. We got 92 Chubbs bars. Like, I think Chubbs got a feature on one of them. I'm tired, boss. And them hoes tired. I think that was Chubbs and some shit like that. Chubbs everywhere. Like you ever see the videos when niggas be with Drake, when niggas be calling Drake, and niggas start calling, where my nigga Chubbs at? Like, what does he do? What is he doing? With a Meek. I seen a video, I think it was like who was it? I think it was LeBron at one
It's
time.
just Chubbs and 40. That's it. That's his only man.
Look at LeBron, like, where my nigga Chubbs
Oh yeah,
at?
he friends with LeBron too, but nobody else is friends with LeBron but Rich Paul and them niggas. The same niggas he's been friends with forever.
But that's what I don't get, man. Like, why ain't nobody really get it right yet? Why none of the homies really get there yet? Why we ain't calling LeBron like, yo, we're Big Reset, man. Yo, what's good? Yo, what's good, bro? Like, yo, where that nigga Keith at? It's Lou Will. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Lou Will's OD, bro. I fuck with Lou Will crazy. I think I'd be friends with Lou Will.
Yeah, hell yeah. I know that. I can see myself going like really big homie. Like, yo, Lou. I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's some shit going on over here. Like, I might call Lou over some baby mama drama. Like, that's the type I can see that nigga really just being like with that fake down south accent. Like, yo, listen, man, you want to take your time with that, man, right there. Like, he a smooth nigga. Like, he even the way he play ball, I just like, yeah,
I believe in Lil Will.
I think he knows how to deal with life better than me. he once again, I consider myself to be a team player. He won 6th man of the year. Ain't no more team player than that. Fuck. Jordan Clarkson.
Bro.
Like, nah, I'll take that back. I'm gonna stop all Jordan Clarkson hate. I'm gonna stop all hate on athletes. Because honestly, these niggas really don't even deserve the attention.
They gonna front. Jordan Clarkson is nice.
And yo, all right, man, you nice, bro. Keep dogging. Keep doing your thing. Keep getting them checks.
That's all he wants you to say.
Yeah, like, that's all he really wanted me to say. He like,
right, that's all I want to hear you say. That's it. Just admit it. Stop fighting it.
I gotta stay in.
Get him in his credit, and that's it.
He's a good player.
Yeah, that's it.
Jordan Clarkson deserves the respect.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. That nigga could dribble 1 trillion times better than me. So it's really like, what can I really say about Jordan Clarkson?
Yeah. All right, so now here's the other ones. I don't we can't be friends with Drake. You think you can be friends with Pusha T?
Now that's a good one. That's a really good. We need to start doing this for you. You need to just start asking me dumb shit. What the fuck? Ooh, but being friends with Pusha T.
I feel like Push would slap the shit out of you one day, bro.
I would slap the shit out of you. But so how about that? But fucking Pusha T, I think me and Pusha T would be cool, but on some like fake. We got this like
disdain. That's what I'm saying. I feel like one day
this friendly disdain
for each
like
other.
You see how Joe Budden and Royce the 5'9" used to call each other in 2018. That's what yeah. That right there. I feel like they like where we could be constantly back and forth about some shit, but it's never about business. It's always about some like, yo, I think anyone who put honey mustard on the sandwiches are dirty, and he'd be like, nigga, I'll kill you over honey mustard. Like some real simple shit. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I feel like y'all would get to a point. He'd be like, nigga.
Like, we would have to, like, I would have to get nice at some shit that he do just so I could be like, nah, fuck that. Suck. You get what I'm saying? Like, because I think Pusha T play a little bit of ball too. Like, he play like a little bit of basketball. Like, it's a little.
That nigga gonna break your neck.
Yeah, so I would have to learn how to play ball up to Pusha T level, where it's like he can't just be cooking me up and down the court. Like, I would have to do something that Pusha T's doing.
All right, I got the
to be his homie.
I bet if you could hang out with one Migo for the day,
take off, blast off, lift off.
That's the one Migo.
I'm chilling with that nigga before any of them. I if I have the option to chill with all three,
no, you get one Migo. One Migo.
No, all right, cool. No, I already gave you the answer off the top. But if I had the option to chill with all three, I would ask, can I trade my third round Offset pick for 2014 for next year's takeoff pick, for a second round takeoff pick from next year. You feel me? Like,
so you don't get the whole day. Yeah.
If they could break it down, if they were like, yeah, we won't allow a full day with takeoff again 2 years from now, but we will give you 45 minutes. I mean, that's good enough. It's good enough. That's a rookie move right there. You get what I'm saying? That's a good draft pick.
I would actually hang out with Offset.
Of course you would. Of course, and he would not like you. That's the thing. I know you would hang out with Offset, and he would be like, "Yo, get this nigga out of here, son." He was like, "Yo, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga?"
Nah, he like dirty shit. He just don't be. He like dirty shit in video games,
bro. And he funny. Just because he publicly be doing that shit, don't You would be mad as hell. I know for
I'll
a
bust
fact.
his ass in video games. all
I know,
day.
but that's the thing. You fuck around and get beat up by that nigga. Nigga fuck around, get mad. Like,
play that nigga.
get out my
FIFA and
house.
score like 9 goals on that nigga.
Get out my
tight.
house. I can't. Get out my house. Yo, you beat me. Get out my
Smoke
house.
him in 2K.
I can see it now. Like that nigga just. I'm
I
good.
couldn't hang out. I wouldn't want to hang out with Quavo though. Like,
'Cause-
if I got all 3, I would probably trade my Quavo pick.
Yeah, I would. I feel
I would
you.
trade my
I would.
Quavo pick.
Yeah, I think that's my. Because in my
I would
mind,
trade
I was
my
like,
Quavo
do
pick
I really
for-
even
for a
want a
second.
Quavo pick?
I don't want a Quavo
I would.
pick.
You know what I would do? I would trade a Quavo pick in hopes that I could get a next year's Gucci Man pick for at least up to 30 minutes. Like if that's somehow even a thing, like how I could just even somehow just get any
You gonna
downside.
trade a Quavo? You gonna trade a Quavo for a Gucci? What if you trade it for? Nah, you can only trade it for Fujiano.
Me and Shiesty, we fought on the line up. We be in prison together, just the line up.
Nah, you trading it for 2 years, so you gonna be out.
I'm in LA smoking Caucasus. This shit got me paranoid. We be on the phone call just bugging the whole time. Caucasus, shit got me paranoid. And I didn't want. I forgot what the lyrics was. That shit was hot for a good minute.
Yo, nah, that's hilarious, bro.
I think he Grape Street too. I would have mad fun with. I would have mad fun on the phone with 30 minutes just talking to Fujiano. I would not want to like. Yeah, I'm definitely, but I'm not. All right, how about this? I'm not agreeing to that unless I'm getting 2 first round Fujiano picks for next year.
You get 2 30-minute calls.
2 30-minute calls. So if the phone disconnect, I get to call him. He gonna call back. You feel me? Because there's prison, so it's not the 30 not even guaranteed. So I gotta at least guarantee up to 15 minutes per call. Fuck the Quavo pick. I'm taking 2 offsets and 2 guaranteed Fujiano picks.
You mean 2 takeoffs?
2 takeoffs. Yeah, I said, I'll fuck
Said
it.
2 offsets. You would have fucked up the whole
I would've-
deal.
yo,
You would've
again,
fucked
I
up the
would've
whole
fucked up-
deal.
picked the
You'd
wrong
made
thing
the wrong
again.
trade.
I would have
Oh, yeah,
been
you
mad
said-
as hell.
So, an update on the Madden struggles of Big Reese. We tried to do a fantasy draft league. He picked the Broncos. It didn't go too well.
Why are you even talking about this?
Because he tried to make some trades. And he fucked up
Listen,
deals.
I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck. I chose to be the owner of the Broncos in a league that we chose to just do between us, and I ruined the Broncos to the point of being under roster and having salary problems. So now they only have 43 men on their roster. They're now a 43 man roster team with no starting with no quarterback. He's a quarterback. There's a quarterback there, but deep down, I think the nigga wouldn't play tight end. I think. So, yeah, that was first try as an owner for a team outside of a league where people were helping and guiding. But I did at least get Joe Mixon
No, you didn't. You had
in that league. I didn't get that.
you
nigga?
had Joe Mixon.
Oh no, you're right. I had Nick Chubb.
I had Joe Mixon.
Yeah, you had.
I had Josh Jacobs in that league. Then I have George Mixon
I
in the
had
other league. that
Nick
somehow
Chubb
got
and James
broken.
Conner. I had a decent offense, but no one to throw it to anybody.
Yeah.
Kind of fucked up part about it.
Yep.
Anything else you want to out me for?
You suck at F1 apparently.
Whoa, hold on. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I've never played a driving game where you actually had to drive. So if we gonna keep it all the way funky, F1 that's not even a driving game. That is a driving simulator. So you gotta be prepared and really know how to brake and shit like that. Like really brake and time and your turns, and your car is wild fragile. So it's like, but I wanted to be known. I am not the record that they want the world like the world wants.
He just be
to take
ruining
me at.
races, taking out 18 cars at a time.
Absolutely not true. Absolutely not true. I
just
did
be slamming into
the
cars and
very
taking
last
them out
race
the race.
I did have though. I did a computer race, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. First turn, complete collision, demolition. Please start over. Engine failure. Both tires gone. I don't get you know what gets me mad? It's the fact of the matter is just like how do you expect me to be in any other place but first place and win this fucking race. First turn, the lane, it's literally a 20 car race. And the lane can really only fit about 4 cars at a time per turn. And everyone's
You
arguing.
gotta make up ground in between.
Everyone's fighting for
You gotta use strategy, and when somebody pits, you gotta make up some ground, make up some time. You gotta push your pits to later stop so you could be ahead and pit quickly. You gotta
you know what in Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Yeah.
All you had to do was get away from police. Run through the donut harbor, you know what I mean? So the donut sign could fall off and stop the police from chasing you, and hit a couple ramps. But that was about it. I've never had to pit,
actually brake.
Yeah, but calculate brake distance and shit like that. That is beyond me. That is beyond me. I'm not here for that. I have to do it. Boo bop, boo bop, boo bop, boo bop, boo bop, boo bop, boo bop.
We should have elevator music.
I already have elevator music for when we have interruptions like this.
Look tired.
Exhausted.
Yeah, she look mad tired.
It's the one that smoke blunts with you, take your picture. I'm gonna get you. No, don't walk that way. Just go on it. There you go. I seen nightmares flashing before my eyes.
But she was trying to do the better thing, though. I respect it.
Nah, it's good because you got to go through the camera anyway, so it's no point.
Nah, she could have. Would have been a little puzzle, but I appreciate it. That was nice, huh?
We're back again from another one of our many interruptions. I'm leaving my dad one, like the one with my dad in there. But
yeah, that's so funny. That was so good.
Shouts out to a good man. A lot of you hating ass niggas ain't got no daddy. It's like, nah.
Yo.
I'm not gonna lie. In all my life, I've had so many problems with niggas who don't have dads.
I think even people with dads just sometimes have a lack of male influence. So
yeah.
If you just don't have like a power, I feel like a lot of
sustainable father figure, like in the sense of like where they're actually around.
Because
there's some people who have popses and like they don't. I gotta stop talking like this. I'm like way smarter. Like there's people who have dads, but they don't call it. Like they work so much that they literally don't have free time.
Yeah, and just like I think just all young men do better in life when they have positive male influence throughout their life.
Everybody does. I don't even think it's just. I think it goes deep. Like, really,
I think it helps everyone, but I think it goes exceedingly.
You ever hear
far
about that argument of like that, like the power that it plays for the opposite sex? Like to have opposite sex in the household.
I think also I think for women the bigger thing that having a positive male influence does is help give you not only examples of what men should be to like a certain degree.
Yeah. Until you find out your pops was just elite with the cheat.
And then it also helps you build a certain level of self-respect. I would say like to have like a young, like as a young girl, I would like, again, I'm not one, but like I would assume
you are a young girl.
I would assume that like having your dad like kind of call you like a princess and big you up and kind of raise
all the things that you
like all the like okay. Sure, buddy. But like all the things that like any guy would do for their daughter, like at a baseline and kind of at least when she's young, like as long as you kind of maintain that as like a positive influence of her life, I think it helps breed her self-esteem to be higher.
I'm scared to have kids. I'm way too emotional. I'll just sit there and cry with my dad all day.
I think
you're alive.
I'm definitely nowhere near ready to have kids, but I look forward to the possibility of it.
Just cry myself to sleep.
Like I think that like at least from like myself, I think that whenever I feel like truly established enough, whether or not I'm married, I think I'm gonna look to adopt
Shouts out to all the parents out there. Man.
Definitely. Like that's something that I've always like even when I was a kid and I used to watch like shows about like foster care and see like the movies with like kids in foster care, like even like Mike, I don't know if y'all remember, like 'cause he was in the foster home before he found the shoes and everything. So it was like for me, like seeing all that stuff growing up, it was always like, yo, I wanna do that for someone. Cause like I had a decent home. Like as much like my house isn't perfect, just like no one's is. Like every family has their issues, but like I had a good home. Like my dad was there. We don't really talk much, but he was like I can't say he was a negative male influence throughout my life. And you know what I mean? Like I can't discredit him. My mom was always super supportive and like I'm her favorite. She'll never say like she didn't like explicitly say it to me, but like in recent conversations it's been hinted towards that there was always a suspicion that I was the favorite.
Because you look like her. Like my mom feels the same way with me. Kinda. But I ever think it's just some game you doing as a parent where you just be trying to make everybody feel like you the favorite.
Nah, I think I'm genuinely my mom's favorite because like my mom is my favorite person. So like the way I treat my mom and like the things I do for my mom, I don't think like my other siblings do it to like the degree that I do. So like I just stick out. Even when I'm giving trouble, I'm always like trying to do something for my mom. Like I never missed a Mother's Day sale. Like I never like her birthday, all those types of things. Like
I'm shitty with that.
Like when my mom would go, bro. Like when my mom would go away on business trips and shit. I'll never forget, bro. The first time my mom went away, I cried for like 6 hours, bro.
It's been an hour
because
since
like I was like 6 or 7 years old. We had like just moved into town,
come back
and
home.
like I still wasn't quite used to like being in the crib yet. You know what I'm saying? You a young kid, you getting adjusted to this scenario, like to your surroundings. And I remember she left, and I didn't know that she left. So like she was just gone, and I didn't know where she was, bro. I dead ass cried for like 6 hours.
Do anything.
But like, love my mom to no end. Like she's my favorite person.
That touch from your hand.
So like, I think I'm the favorite just because like I've always made it a point to kind of like do something for her. Like even when I don't have anything, I try to do something.
I try to talk to mom. I don't even know. I think people just like me because I answer the phone. If you call my phone, I just answer.
Yeah, like I just always like doing shit with my mom. Like even like up to like the other day, like she was looking for like something to eat because she was like complaining about eating the same shit. So like I went to the grocery store one day when I was just doing like normal like grocery shopping for the house, and I picked up a couple extra things that she wouldn't have normally spent the money on that I thought she would like. And then I made her lunch when she was at home working one day, just so that she could have something. It's like it's little shit like that. That I think makes it so that she like favors me so much. You don't have to ask me to do it. Like I'll just do it. So it's like,
good kid.
Nah, yeah, I'm a proud mama's boy. I would never deny that. Like
I don't know what I am, man.
I'm a proud mama's boy. Always like I don't hate. I definitely like now I'm older. Like now I'm older. Like and I understand my dad a lot more. We still don't speak much, but I understand him more. Like as a man and as an individual, just because like I'm becoming a man in my own right.
Yeah. Now I'd really chop it up with my pops.
Yeah,
a lot more, but I think it's just because I live with him.
Yeah, it's like for we have like a different understanding of each other now. So like, but I still would easily say like I favor my mom just because like. It's just like how I've always been. I don't know what it is. Like and I think it's actually really, really common for most boys, like to be like to favor their mother in the situations.
You always want I think that's where your first like idea of like it's the person you want to protect comes
from. Yeah, like that's the first person
like, you get really jealous about your moms when you're a kid. Like niggas be talking to your moms, you like shut up. Let's go. Leave. It's just like
the first time one of your friends tell you your mom is pretty, you want to rip his face off.
Like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
You literally want to kill him.
You talking the Doncic language right now? Like, you want to fight, my nigga?
Literally. Don't say, bro. Like
it's a tough position to be in when your mom's hot.
Like I'm not gonna name his name, but there's a kid. He happens to live just down the block from here, on the corner.
Damn, nigga, there's people who know where I live, nigga.
No, but they don't know where I said just down the block. They don't know which side of the street, but you know who I'm talking about. He used to hang out in our group of friends. We don't hang. I don't hang out with them anymore either.
Alright.
But he has he used to really like fight. Like I'll never forget it. Like he would fight from like preschool on, bro. Because I known him since kindergarten. Every time someone said his mother was attractive,
Don't be mad because your mom's bad, nigga.
he'll fight you right now, still to this day. Still to this day.
I really don't know who you're talking about. But to whoever you are, stop. Like, that's not your puss to be protected.
His dad, you grown now. His dad will smoke you too.
All right, I understand that. That's what he's supposed to do. That's his job. I'm not trying to invade on that. I'm just stating the cause. Like, nigga, you're guarding the box, nigga. That's not your you guarding the paint. You in the wrong fucking paint, nigga.
Yo,
Go stick D somewhere else, nigga. It's kind of weird, nigga.
nah, that shit is hilarious. But nah, it's like it's true. It's like I feel like your mom is for boys, it's very important to like be close to their mothers.
Mama,
But I think it goes exceptionally farther,
Mama, you know,
like for them to have a positive male influence. Like as much as you want to be like protect your mom, and like that's where you start to kind of form like your identity of like, oh, this is what I want to do. I want to protect things. This da da da. I think the positive male influence is what gives you the like reinforcement to like be like, all right, this is the way I actually like set myself up to protect these things long term and take care of myself and the people around me.
You know what's funny as hell, son? There's so many songs dedicated to niggas' moms, bro.
Yes,
By,
bro.
like straight black men, straight
Bro,
men, period.
everybody loved their mama.
But nobody's dedicated a song to their father except for Luther Vandross that I know about. Yeah. Luther's Luther, so kind of like it's almost like you can't love your pops without being questionable.
Nah, it's not even. Nah, there's plenty of songs about people's dads. I'm gonna look some up right now.
My dad. I don't know any songs about like that.
Songs
I just know
about
Dance with My Father, which is kind of a
dads. Well, Drake's "You and the Six" is apparently about his
Get
father.
the fuck out.
I took talking songs about
You and
dads.
the, bro, oh yeah, nah.
It's
I
the
respect.
songs about
You and the
dads.
Six raised me right. I'll give him that.
All right.
He got Drake got a couple of songs like that.
"Castle" by Eminem is apparently
Look
about
at me
his father.
now. Look at me now has a verse about his pops. It's like 09.
Missy Elliott has a song about her
I'm
father.
stepped in.
Miley Cyrus, obviously,
09 in your basement.
but her dad is like famous. Mark Schultz, "Letters from War." I think I know that song actually. I feel like I know this.
You don't turn this bullshit the fuck.
No, I'm not trying to listen to it. Yeah, this is where like her dad writes her in war. We've heard this before. I think they play it in school. It's not like something we listen to like a lot. I think we listened to it during like World War II lessons.
You listened to it during World War II?
No, I'm talking about when they're teaching us about World War II time in school. Like I think it's like one of those things depending on the teacher you might have had and like what age group or like what part of the curriculum. Because like they have to teach you like baseline history up until like 5th grade when you really start getting into well, at least where we are and like how that was structured. But like certain teachers, when they teach you history, they're allowed to like go a little bit more in depth about certain topics and pick like the time periods that they want to expose you to, as long as they're covering the baseline curriculum. So, like, that's something. Adam Sandler has a song about his dad.
There's 4 songs about niggas' pops. Everything after once you get to Adam Sandler, then there's clearly nothing. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got a song about that.
Nah, it keeps showing me like duplicates of like a bunch of other songs. So I'm trying to look.
Just face the music. There's like
Winter
6
Coats
songs.
by Aaron West.
All right, bro, you reaching out.
I Dreamed a Dream by Johnny Doe.
I dreamed a dream.
Yeah, I mean it's I dreamed a dream about Jesus last night.
That's about the Father God, the Father Jesus, the Father.
I had to see what the whole title was. I had to click on it because that shit was
He's
like.
talking about the Holy Father. He ain't talking about his dad.
Um,
Bro, you reaching now.
I'm just trying to see if there's any.
Fuck them, bro. There's nobody gives a shit about dads. Fuck dads. If you're a dad out there, fuck you. It's all your fault.
Wow.
That's what it is, man.
Just shitting on dads, no reason.
I mean, it's part of the game, bro.
Oh, all right. Here's a bunch of songs. Dad's Old Number, Things Dads Do.
Bro, none of these are hits. What do you do? All right, bro. None of these are hits. You talking out your ass at this point.
I mean, I'm not saying it was Everlong's first song about dads. No way.
You ready for baseball, nigga?
Yeah, man.
Y'all niggas gotta coach me through baseball this year. I'm still trying to figure out who's gonna be my favorite team. I don't know why.
Pick the Red Sox.
It's funny how you were saying
Pick
that.
the Red Sox.
I was kind of feeling that, but no.
Pick the Red Sox.
No.
Join the fold.
No.
And if not the Red Sox, pick the Mets.
I was gonna say I might do the Mets.
We like the Mets. Red Sox fans like the Mets.
You like the Mets.
No, it's like something in our fan bases. We equally hate the Yankees.
Bro, I'm not here for
So
that.
much.
My first baseball game as an adult, not as a kid, but as an adult, that was a Yankee game, and that shit was fun as fuck.
When'd you go?
Like literally this summer that just passed.
Who'd you watch?
It was the Yanks versus I don't remember.
Who'd you go with?
My peoples, gang, loved ones.
So who'd they play?
I can't remember, bro.
What color were the jerseys?
Bro, it was you asking me about some shit like that happened. Like
I remember the baseball games I went to last year. I went to a couple of them too.
Cause you a good dude.
I went to
Actually, I think they might have played the
Blue Jays.
Yeah.
I went to those games. I was at that game.
Nah, you wasn't
Yankee
at
Stadium.
that game.
I was at was it in the summer?
Yeah.
Towards the end of the year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
towards the end of the year.
I went to one of those games because they
And
played
it started early, ended late. Ended in the night. Not
it started
dumb
at
late.
like 7, probably
Not even
6 or 7.
It started like 6,
So
7.
it started like 6,
Because
7.
it was mad sunlight out.
Because that's how baseball games
And it
start. And then it ended at probably like 11 o'clock.
I don't even think it ended that late.
It might have ended at like 10, honestly. Depending on how much they had going on and how long or fast the game was.
Yeah, because I was there
It would've
and I
taken
got
you at least-
fucked up.
It might have taken at least 3-4 hours. But
That shit was fun as hell.
I
I seen a white dude get arrested in that shit.
I went to a game. I went to a couple games last year. I saw them play the Blue Jays. So the Yankees played the Blue Jays towards the end of the season. That was a decent game. That was cool.
Yeah.
I got to see the mad lad Bo Bichette himself. I think Bo Bichette is an absolute monster. I got to see the Mets play the Yankees for the first game of the Subway Series. And then someone actually gave me tickets to the game like 2 days later that were like absolutely amazing, like damn near front row. So I went to that, and then I went to one other game, like one other Mets game right before the end of the season. But I got to go to Fenway this year. The goal is to get to see the Red Sox in action at their home stadium. I've gotten to see them play, but only when they come to New York.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of falling on the Yankee side. My pops is a huge Mets fan.
So, like, you don't want to be a Yankee fan because then you're just going to be, like, a loser.
Like I said, a loser. I don't know anything about baseball culture, so
I'm a Red Sox fan. All right, put it this way.
I don't want to
Do
be.
you want to be the Moneybags fan?
I don't
So
know.
then you don't want to be a fan of the... No, listen.
But I do like Moneybags.
Do you want to be the Moneybags fan? If you want to be the Moneybags fan, then you can be a fan of the Yankees.
So they not developing players, what you're saying?
They go out and they buy the best talent from every single team year in and... Nigga, they bought Johnny Damon from the Red Sox.
Hey, it's the game.
They steal everyone's players all the time. And I shouldn't say steal. Like at the end of the day, teams trade their players away and then players sign contracts. They're entitled to their money.
Mhm.
But the Yankees perennially throw money at everyone. You had Mark Teixeira and Derek Jeter, and then you went out and signed what was arguably the best shortstop in the league at the time in Alex Rodriguez. And then made him play third base.
Why? I don't even know why.
Money. Alex Rodriguez at the time when he went to the Yankees was arguably the best shortstop in baseball. He had won Rookie of the Year. I think he had won an MVP by then. He had been playing. He had played for the Mariners and possibly the Rangers. And the Rangers that had played. He played for the Rangers. Those two teams were teams I believe he played for before he went to the Yankees. He was argued as one of the best shortstops in baseball, perennially great at what he did. Steroid, whatever rumors aside, he was great at baseball and played shortstop. Went to the Yankees, got paid. Derek Jeter's our shortstop. He's our captain. You're playing third base. Fuck it, pay me. And like, don't get it wrong. Like he could play third. He could play third base. Like he had the skill. Like it's not like he hadn't played the position before.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is like being a baseman harder than being a
It's
shortstop?
different. No, being shortstop is the hardest position in the infield. The two hardest infield positions are catcher and shortstop. And if you don't count the catcher pitcher combo, and you just count the three basemen,
It's 5 people in the outfield, right?
it's 3 people in the outfield, 5 people in the infield, and the pitcher.
All right. Yeah,
It's
3 in the outfield. I remember.
It's 3 in the outfield because it's right field,
It's
right field, left field, and center field, and then you have the 3 basemen, first, second, third, the shortstop, and the catcher. Those are your infielders. Then your pitcher on the mound. Your pitcher isn't really meant to do anything but throw the fucking ball, so he doesn't really count, quote quote, as an infielder. Like he's there, and if he can get the ball and field it, obviously you want him to, but like he's throwing the ball coming off of like putting his head down and shit like that and whipping a ball around. Like he's not really in a position to be fielding, so he's not really an infielder. He has assignments if like one of the fielders have to like come off the base path or do something if somebody hits the ball, but his job is really just to pitch. Your catcher's job is to make sure nobody steals. And that he works in conjunction with your pitcher to let your pitcher know if something's like, you know what I mean, going on.
I'm about to get on the baseball list.
But catcher is definitely by far the hardest position in the infield. Like, it's not even a question. Like, catcher is the hardest position to play. You're down in a weird position, like squat, swaddle, knee position. You have to do what's called framing. So if, like, the strike zone is like this box, you have to make sure that you catch the ball in such a way that if the ball is, like, a little bit high, that you, like, without flinching. So, like, you turn your glove up to catch it, but as you grab it, you come down. So, like, it's not noticeable enough so that the umpire will call it a strike instead of a ball. Like, the better you are at doing that, the more elite you are as just, like, catching the ball for your pitcher. Then you have the assignment of, if somebody steals, to whip your mask off and throw the ball. If the ball's coming into home, you got to make sure you field it, turn. If somebody hits the ball even or, like, dribbles it, you got to scramble towards past the plate, get up from that swaddle, and then throw it to whatever the most appropriate place is. Because you could have somebody on second, and then somebody hits like a little bunt, and now the catcher's running after it because it didn't go far enough for the pitcher to really track it. And the catcher will have to make the decision to either get out at third if he can still make it, or just take the force out at first. So it's like there's a lot of like little things that go into playing catcher that like take a lot of technical ability. And then shortstop is the next hardest position because your job is to play the most frequently hit to gap in the field. Doesn't matter. Like most people bat righty. You know what I'm saying? There are more righties in the world than there are lefties. Statistically. So it's not even a question. So if you're right-handed and you swing a bat, and you catch the ball on the middle of the bat or like anywhere near the barrel, and you catch it at the right time, it's gonna go straight. You know what I mean? It's gonna go, so that straight path is gonna lead you pretty much right into the shortstop based on how the diamond is designed. It's gonna go somewhere between the shortstop and the second baseman. Second baseman has to stay on base in case something happens, or he's gonna fade out if he's got to get the ball and it's in the air. Shortstop's got to track that gap to make sure nothing gets to the outfield. Then he's also got to get the ball when it's too far from either one of the basemen, and then throw it to first base to get the force out. He's also the cutoff man, so if it gets hit into the outfield, he has to run into the outfield to get the ball on most occasions. So now he has to throw it in to wherever it needs to go.
I'm about to I'm about to do my little research, and I don't know. I'm about to just see whatever team is cool, like was super cool with black.
I mean,
people.
MLB is going to be free on Game Pass if you have Xbox Game Pass. Just for all listeners, anyone who doesn't know, they're doing it again this year. As of April 4th, today is, I believe, the 3rd. So as of tomorrow night at midnight, you will be able to play MLB The Show. It might actually be tonight at midnight. Let me see when the actual
Tonight
release.
at midnight would be the
Yeah.
So why'd they release the game? Wait, how long has the game been out for?
It's the game was released on the 1st technically. So you can so if you have early access, you can do whatever you want to do as far as that stuff goes. You can
So they're treating the MLB.
so no, MLB comes out tomorrow night at midnight. Yes. So the release date is the 5th technically. So it comes out tomorrow night at midnight. But if you bought the MVP edition, then you could have played it from Friday. From Friday night. So I got it. I didn't buy the MVP edition. They had like another little bundle you could get for Xbox early access. It was like a little cheaper. You still got some stuff. I'm going no money spent. You can catch me on Twitch. I should be live in probably like a week or two. I'm gonna like kind of build my team up just like a little bit because I think I'm gonna focus on like ranked play and online games and stuff like that. So I'm gonna build my team up a little bit, but I'm going no money spent. And I'm gonna see how far I get this year. Last year I packed a couple Trouts. I did okay last year, no money spent. Packed Trout a couple times. I packed 4 Ronald Acuñas. So like those were like some of the big name players that like I could pack and like get done and shit like that. So it was cool, but yeah.
I'm gonna see how this shit goes. I really don't know much about that baseball. Like this year was the first like year I've like really like focused on sports. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But which one call it? I think we've done a nice little job here. Nice little calm.
Yeah.
Damn nigga, yo, you in this goddamn phone.
Yeah, I got caught up. It was kind of important. My mom's called me.
Alright. I understand that.
I told her I would call her back, and she started to text me. So
But
I went to see what she was typing. But
I think we got a nice episode.
yeah, we can wrap it up.
Shouts out to anybody listening. Shouts out to which one call it. Anybody watching. I'll be uploading these episodes on streaming platforms real soon. So y'all niggas can listen to audios. All the people that just really just like riding around and hearing shit. You know what I mean?
we appreciate anybody who tunes in any form.
Yeah.
Something that we haven't mentioned, shameless plugs. So like, subscribe. If I go to the YouTube channel, go to when we get it on Spotify and Apple Music and whatever other streaming platforms, we'll list them and go there, like, subscribe. Every single one counts. Share it. It help. Like we appreciate everybody who does tune in. It helps immensely, but this doesn't grow. We don't get better at it. Things don't happen if you guys don't share,
Yeah.
subscribe, leave comments in the comment section, send us DMs on Instagram, things that you might want to hear us talk about. If you want to even come on the show and you want to be a guest, like, reach out. We're completely open to suggestions and just trying to get everything right. So that being the case, again, like, subscribe, get there, interact with us. The goal is for us to build something and not just sit here and mindlessly talk to ourselves. We want to hear what you guys have to say if you're watching and you're out there listening.
Yeah.
And we want to know what you guys are interested in.
Definitely. But yeah. Y'all be safe. And this is another episode of a fucking show with no name.
All right, I think we'll actually like try to have one by next week. Like we're gonna try to have one by next week.
Yeah.
We're gonna shoot out. We're gonna shoot out a couple. We're gonna shoot out at least one name next week, and then we'll put it out with that name. Hopefully, someone watches.
This nigga setting expectations that I don't know if he can.
No, we'll try to have not this episode, but next episode. Try to have like a name that we'll put it out under. Just that episode. You know what I mean? We'll see. Hopefully there's some engagement, interaction, a like, subscribe, something in the comments to let us know how you guys feel about the name.
All right. I'll see how that works.
And then we'll go from there. And we'll just keep it's trial and error. So
Modelo busting.
This guy.
Y'all be safe, man. Peace.